www.DESIblitz.com.
Hi, you're watching Deana Uppal on DESIblitz.com.
Miss India Worldwide UK.
Good afternoon, Deana.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, thank you.
When did you receive your first break in the modelling field and how did it come about?
I was actually at the NEC and a modelling scout came up to me and they asked me if I've modelled before. I asked her how to get into it and she gave me a list of modelling agencies. So from there I went and got a portfolio made and I sent it out to all the modelling agencies, and then I was called for my first job. That was in London. I still remember going up to London on the train by myself and my mum was worried, but yeah, it was when I was 16.
In June 2012 you entered the Big Brother house for the very first time. You ended on high, finishing in third place. Tell us some interesting stories. What were the key highlights of your experience in the Big Brother house?
The main thing I loved about being in the house was the tasks. Like some of the tasks that they set us you'd never experience in normal life. There was one task where there was a competition to see how long we could stand on a box. So I never, if I thought about this before going in the house, I would never thought that, okay, I'd be able to do a competition to see how long I could stand in a box. I would have thought I would have got off straight away.
Deana, do you have a message for your opponents?
But in fact I ended up staying on the box for 13 hours. And I think just living with people that you wouldn't usually interact with in the outside world, that was a unique experience as well. It teaches you how you deal with things, how you deal with different situations. I always thought before going into the house that I'd probably end up leaving third or fourth. I never thought that I'd be saved as many times as I was. I was ended up being saved from the public 7 times. So I never ever expected that, ever. So to see the amount of support that I've been getting, it's just overwhelming. I never ever expected to get to the final, so it's been a good experience overall, yeah.
It was reported that in the Big Brother house you had been using offensive language, whereas you hit back saying that you were being bullied. Can you tell us what actually happened?
Offensive language. Ooh, I think if you're referring to the incident I'm thinking of, me and Adam, another housemate, we were having a joke in the house, but it wasn't anything serious. I think it was just we were having a joke, and I think the Daily Star made a bigger deal out of it than it was, so that wasn't anything serious. In terms of being bullied, I never actually said in the house myself that I was being bullied. That's what people's interpretations from the outside world was. I did feel it in the house, but I never complained about it, and I never said myself once I am being bullied. So yeah, that was actually other people's opinions, not mine.
You won a string of beauty pageants, namely Miss India UK 2012 and Miss Bollywood 2012. What positive impact have these competitions had on your career?
My career, I think, having the titles, it does sound like a very prestigious title. So when you go for jobs, you go to events, you can then say, okay, I'm Miss India UK. In terms of affecting my career, all the work I've done this year and previously, it's been due to my own hard work. I don't think that the title, just because you've won the competition, it doesn't, your work doesn't just fall into your hands. So I think the only way it has helped me, it gave me more experience how to handle pageants. I went to the worldwide finals. That was a really nice experience. Got to meet lots of nice girls from all around the world. But in terms of career-wise, I think it was all off my own back. I don't necessarily think the title enabled me to get work.
You were a judge during the early stages of the Miss India UK 2013 competition. Yet you suddenly boycotted the grand final. What were the reasons behind this?
I think the main reasons were, I won the Miss India UK competition in February this year, and now the next competition was being done 2 weeks ago. So I haven't even had the title for 12 months. which, you know, I did work very hard to win the title in February this year, and I wasn't given any explanation into why the title was being taken away so early. And there was a few other things as well, you know, like girls were emailing me that were in the running for the competition saying that, you know, they were asked for certain amounts of money 2 weeks prior to the competition, which I don't think is very nice. You know, they can't be expected to raise such large amounts of money just 2 weeks prior to the competition. I don't think it's fair for girls. And now I think, you know, a lot of girls look up to me as a role model. I have to be careful to what I put my name to, and if I see anything wrong happening that I don't agree in, you know, I can't put my name to it and go along with it.
So from your point of view, would you say that this was a matter of principle? You took a stand following these unreasonable demands?
I think it was. I think another reason is, you know, you have to be very strong-minded in this industry. You can't just be taken advantage of. So I hope that has shown girls, you know, not just to lay down and take things that are happening. You need to be strong-minded and do something about it.
You did the item song in the film Sahi Dande Galat Bande. How was it like working with the likes of Parveen Dabas, Anup Mukher and other actors in the film?
It was amazing. You know, they could give me a valuable experience on how to be on the sets, how not to feel nervous, you know, how to perform in front of the camera. So it was really, you know, it was really nice to work with such talented and experienced people. Preeti Jignani, she produced the film, so it was nice talking to her and making friends with her, because, you know, she was a, you know, another woman in the industry. She could explain to me better how things work, how to perform. So it was really nice, and they all made me feel really comfortable, and they were all really down to earth. So I think that was an important factor as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Looking ahead to 2013, what are your future plans for the coming year?
Like I said, I'm going to continue with my acting, you know, see what comes up there. I'm hosting a lot of events now, and I'm going to continue with my modelling. So yeah, I'm just going to continue what I was doing before.
Thank you, Deana, for speaking with us. We wish you all the best for 2013.
Thank you.